Great. So I'm Nicole, or Nikki Gervais. I'm an assistant professor and Rosalind Franklin Fellow in Behavioral and Cognitive Neurosciences at the Groningen Institute for Evolutionary Life Sciences here in the Netherlands. My research bridges both neurobiology and psychology. In terms of my role here, I'm co-lead of the sub-working group 3, focusing on neuroscience and behavior. We are working towards identifying, updating, and refining experimental and analytical strategies for sex-inclusive research within this domain. Okay, so I joined this action because I want to have a positive experience on sex-inclusive research. So I have had mostly good experiences before, both with supervisors and colleagues, in terms of helping them be more sex-inclusive. And that's led them to adopt improvements in their practices. They all started small, just by including females in their male design studies for rodents. And of course, there's still room to grow, but this is a really big endeavor that we have as part of this larger group, and it requires several smaller steps and to get people engaged in a very simple way to make it seem less of a big burden. So I'm really motivated to participate in this overall positive movement, and I'm convinced that we're going to improve translation of preclinical research findings by doing this. Okay, so one of my goals is to move the bar beyond just including females in research, but to be an accepted form of good research practice. So having our community at large just recognize that in designing research for male and female rodents is the right thing to do for good science. Another goal for me is to make this transition to improved research practices more likely to be adopted by making it very clear and accessible to other researchers. Yeah, so why should people join? Well, so we're an energetic, motivated, creative, and fun group who really want to improve science as a practice in the European landscape. But most of us already address SABV in our research, and while that's not a requirement, it does seem to be the practice for most of us. And so I think it's important to join if you care about good research practice and you recognize the need to make your research better in the design. So I think in that way, even if you don't currently study sex as a biological variable, if you recognize its importance and want to contribute in a positive way, then this is how you should consider taking part.